So yesterday I noticed that SideburnsZA put out a new video. His thumbnail says destruction, but really it's just a distraction to get the paid promotion. Let's take a quick look at it.
Why?
Ah! What happened to his hair? I don't know if he's just got a serious case of naphead or just having a bad hair day, but his hair reminds me of something from my childhood. Let me know in the comments below if you see the resemblance.
Why are Chinese electric motorcycles so apt to explode in such a spectacular manner?
So, I live in China. I watch Douyin, Weibo, and Bilibili and all the others, and I haven't seen any sudden increase in Chinese electric bikes exploding or starting on fire. So why the video unless it's just to get his paid promotion? Of course, then he goes on to make this claim twice.
In fact, motorcycles are banned in all of the large cities in China. Motorcycles were banned in the largest cities.
Is that really true? I think this Harley-Davidson motorcycle chapter in Qingdao might disagree with him. Okay, so Qingdao is only 9 million people. So maybe he thinks that's not a major city, I guess. I don't know. How about Shanghai? How about the Shanghai Harley-Davidson chapter? You think they'd agree with what he just said?
Those who love everything Harley say the motorcycle embodies freedom and self-expression. It all seems oh so American, which is what makes this Harley Club so very different. Meet Harley's Shanghai chapter. Yes, as in Shanghai, China.
Beijing also has a Harley-Davidson motorcycle chapter, but let's take a look at their motorcycle show from about 4 months ago. So I tell a little different story than SideburnsZA. I was in Beijing at the beginning of this year during Chinese New Year, which was in February, and I saw like maybe 10 times more motorcycles there than I would see in Toronto, Canada in the middle of the summer, even though it was very, very cold. As a matter of fact, I haven't been to a major Chinese city and not seen motorcycles. So I don't know what he's talking about. Here's a couple of stores that I found in Shenzhen, where he used to live. BMW. That thing looks awesome. Whoa, what's going on here? Well, this is all BMW, looks like. That one looks like an Indian. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know bikes that much. But check this out. This is in Shenzhen. This thing's huge. Hello. So, what's in your neighborhood? Wow. It's quite a find here. Motorcycle shop, a real one. Not like that one that was in Huizhou. That's a real motorcycle shop. Another motorcycle shop, but for looks like for off-road bikes. Also real bikes. Those things haul ass. Now, he didn't mention it in this clip, but this is one of the bikes he was riding himself, and he probably built himself, but it didn't stand up very well, did it?
Seen it firsthand, done it myself. So in fact, I had an e-bike confiscated from me at some point.
So he must just be in the right place at the right time all the time, or a very unlucky guy. You know, he said he saw a bike on fire in this video, and he said that he had his bike confiscated in this video, and every bad thing he says about China, he said he's seen himself. And I've never seen any of it. I've never seen a bike on fire. I've been pulled over by the police, but I didn't have my bike confiscated.
Finally, they brought out some rules that you could only ride the smaller e-bikes, the little foldable type ones, and even those have been now banned in a lot of places.
Okay, so I have no idea what he's talking about there. I've never heard that you can only ride foldable e-bikes and that they're being abandoned some places. That's just nonsense.
The e-bikes were then unregulated. You didn't need a license to ride them. They didn't need license plates because it was a new thing.
So in case he's worried, in the last maybe 5 or 6 years since he left Shenzhen, in Shenzhen currently you do need a license plate on your e-bike, you need to wear a helmet, and you need insurance. These e-bikes that he shows that are on fire were shown throughout the country 7 or 8 years ago by the safety department or whatever it's called. And after that time, we were not allowed to bring our e-bikes in our apartments anymore. Before that, I used to bring it in the apartment every night. And after that, we were not allowed to. Those videos are the only place that I've ever seen an e-bike on fire, and likely the only place he's seen it too. So then he tops it all off, trying to squeeze a few more views from a video that he got 3.5 million views out of and prompted many other people to make negative videos about China. Meanwhile, it's a natural progression of the auto industry, and it happens all around the world, including United States.
Here's the thing, though. I wanted to end this video with something very positive. You know, you watching my video about those fields of rotting EVs, remember that video I did? It got a great amount of views and it got featured in the press. None of these graveyards will go away. So they will just continue to sit there and rot. And they would have continued to just sit there and rot completely untouched if it wasn't for my video.
Did that make sense to you? Yeah, no, it didn't make sense to me either. And here's a clip from the Real Bizarre channel to inform you a little bit better about that.
Hi there guys, welcome back to another episode of Real Bizarre. You know what? It's insane how many cars car makers produce every year. Last year they made over 95 million models. Manufacturers can't afford to lose money from sales. Reduced price will ultimately decrease sales volume of the newest, more expensive models. So what do they do with all those unsold cars? They take all that cars they didn't sell over the years and they just store them outside with other cars that weren't sold. There are special places for cars like that. Huge outdoor parkings that store thousands of cars. Now most countries have these so-called car cemeteries. When you see things like this, it makes you realize that something is definitely wrong with the current economic system. Have a look at this. This is a car cemetery near one of the Nissan factories. Right now you see thousands of unsold cars in Shrines, a little place in UK. And this is a large car park in Swindon. Now there are a lot of cars, but people don't buy them. Now look at this. 57,000 cars waiting to be shipped from Baltimore in Maryland. And this is a rather big landing strip car park near St. Petersburg in Russia. Thousands of cars brought from Europe wait for no one. These cars are there forever, and there'll be plenty more, you bet. And this is a small portion of a giant auto park in Spain, where tens of thousands of cars rest under the sun. Thousands of unsold cars in Upper Hayward, Oxfordshire. No room to swing a cat. Brand new Citroen vehicles in Corby, England. Cars here come from France every day. Once they get there, they have nowhere to go. Park and Spot in Valencia, Spain. This colorful bunch is here to stay. Perhaps until the day they'll turn into dust. Thousands of Honda vehicles in Tokyo. Don't you wish you could just grab them? Looks like all those cars are stuck there forever. But there must be some kind of solution to this problem. It's very weird. So how people should deal with this stuff? The situation gets worse every day. The market is solemnly focused on selling newer models. And the further this happens, the lesser chance older cars have to be sold. Ultimately, all those cars will end up at the scrap dump. Seems like there's no way around that. Right now, there are so many car graveyards that it's hard to believe it's true.